Well, good evening, guys. It is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl and a wonderful, dear, amazing friend, Angela. And we are so excited to have you all with us this Christmas season. Gosh, it's been so long since we've done one of these car hop Angelas, but I am so excited that we are back. And throughout the Christmas season, while Fatbirds is taking a little bit of a much needed holiday break, we are going to have some fun taking their spot for a little bit and doing some games and trivia and all kinds of holly jolly festive fun things. And I am so thrilled you guys are all tuning in. Angela, thanks for doing this with me. This is so exciting.
Of course, Katie. Gotta do our car hop and keep everybody entertained.
That's right. We need things during the Christmas season to have some fun and not just rush around all the time, right? And through all the busyness, it's kind of nice to settle down and just have a little fun and get into the Christmas spirit.
I'm the Grinch side of that.
Well, Angela, to be fair, you work in pharmacy. So, you deal with people that make you somewhat of a Grinch.
Trying to get my meds to balance that out.
Well, we're glad that you are here and that you can join us. And Angela had this wonderful idea a few years ago. I have to give her credit for this. And I am so glad that we are continuing on the tradition this Friday and all the Fridays throughout December. So this is very fun. We've got some friends in the chat we can say hello to. And then we'll get started. So we've got a haul for you guys. And then we've got some incredible trivia. It's going to be fun. We've got Guess the Movie. We have Complete the Christmas Lyric. We're going to do like a little virtual caroling together tonight, which I think will be fun. And we also have some just other cool, fun Christmas trivia. So it's going to be a party here tonight. So, Angela, who do we have in the chat? We've got lots of friends.
LaDonna says I'm frozen.
Yeah, you were frozen there for a while. I don't know if it's something to do with my internet or your internet. My internet's always crazy around here.
Hopefully I wasn't making a terrible face.
No, you weren't. You were just drinking your drink.
Am I unfrozen now?
You're unfrozen right now.
Okay. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Jenny Penny. I see Tiger.
Nettie,
Treasures and
I like your new name, Tiger. Tiger's Treasures in Purple. That's so much fun.
And Amanda Sinclair.
Hi, Holly.
Me
Welcome.
again.
LaDonna is here. Yeah, we got some shenanigans tonight, LaDonna, happening. You just watch. Maria's here. I'm trying to catch up to where you're reading, Angela.
My chat disappeared.
Oh, no. Can you see what I'm highlighting on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my phone here. Just the thing went just blank.
I'll just highlight and you can say hello to everybody. Let's see. Amanda Sinclair is here. Welcome, welcome. It's 3 a.m. and I have to leave for my train in 4 hours. Well, welcome, Amanda. We're glad you're here.
Amanda, for stopping by.
Let's see. Julie S. is here. Hi, Julie. Jenny Penny is here. Helen's here, Angela.
Helen Melcher.
Welcome.
That's how you know the trouble. Lots of trouble if Helen's here.
Helen always keeps us laughing in the chat. She's a lot of fun, folks. Gavin is here. Welcome, Gavin. Amanda C. is here. Welcome, Amanda. Let's see.
Hey, Amanda.
Did I miss anyone? I think we're all caught up.
Let's see. Maria. Empty nesting.
I have you guys propped up on my pillow so you can rename this live in bed with Angela and Kate.
I don't know. That sounds a little suggestive.
Hi. It does a little. Hi, Catherine. That's fun. You're getting a whatnot sale ready and we'll be listening. Fantastic. I cannot wait, Catherine, for your whatnot sale. And speaking of sales, Angela, you have a sale coming up this Saturday with Pam, right?
Yep, tomorrow. So we're going to haul a few things later to show you a little preview. Here's one of the things.
Angela has amazing things coming tomorrow. So actually, I'm going to make Angela big. And Angela, do you want to share what you've got at the sale?
Okay, so I got this. I thought this was metal when I picked it up, but it's, I don't even know, resin or something. But I thought it was cool. It reminded me of the more like what Pam likes and Christy and like Abby, the Victorian kind of, more leaning towards that way. Cool tree. It's got this little pedestal base. I thought that was just really cool for Christmas. You know, different than just your greenery tree. It's like your own version. I got this really cool like velvet picture frame that I'm gonna put an old photo in. I just gotta choose which photo I want to put. A really cool kind of burgundy wine colored velvet. It's more new, but it's a nicer frame. It's by Isaac Jacobs. Brass candlesticks. I got this fun little metal cup. It's got these cool like horn-like handles. But I just was picturing like someone putting little bottle brush trees, or you could fill it with a fake snow and just make like your own little assemblage thing on top of here. But it's got this little detailing around it. There, and I showed the big ice bucket type thing last week. And I have one of those brass easels, leaving some stuff in mystery. And I picked up this cool Santa hanger thing, like handmade. Christy said her mom had made one or had one. So I thought this is something I feel like it's kind of kitschy. People who like the doll heads things have this little Santa guy. I have a little like sterling silver candle snuffer. And then I have a little spun glass tree. This is going to be one of my giveaways. Kind of see the detail, and it's got all these little kind of metal ornaments on it. And then I think I'm going to make a little 4-pack of ornaments for my other giveaway. My little jadeite inspired ornaments that I'm trying to make. So, but yeah, that's my little preview for tomorrow.
That's exciting, Angela. What an incredible haul. Ooh, I've got us all backwards there. I particularly love the Victorian looking Christmas tree. I just think that's really cool.
Yeah,
it would
I thought that was
be
very
amazing in a winter wonderland display. So you did a great job, Angela, with that haul. And that's going to all be available tomorrow. Hey, Chad, welcome. Let's see. Tiger says he went to an annual art festival today and had a blast, but the prices were outrageous. Well, you know, they usually are for handmade pieces. That's for sure. A lot of work goes into things. Karen will be around in a bit. She's helping Bill and Jason and the guys on the Instagram sale. Fantastic, Gavin. Yes, I saw that they went live and I wanted to catch that. There's so many things on Friday night happening sale-wise, and I just can't get to it all. In fact, I was racing in to get to this live, and I ran into my dear neighbor in my parking lot who I hadn't seen for a while. And his family had just come in from Canada, so he borrowed a cot for me from me so that he had a place to sleep during Thanksgiving. in his apartment. He was so kind to give his bed to his parents, and we were catching up. And before I knew it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta get ready for this live." But anyway, it was so nice to see him. Hi, Chad. Welcome. Christy's here. Fantastic. Birkenstock Mary.
Bonnie.
Cheryl. Oh, we've got a new friend in the chat. Let's see. Samara's Backyard Garden. Welcome. And Angela just said hi to Bonnie. So welcome. Fantastic. Okay, so I've got a little haul for you. Now, I picked these things up today while I was out antiquing with my mom. She had the day off, and so we went around looking for treasures so that I could bring some things to sales. I tell you, Florida is a hard place to source. Sometimes you hit some really cool things, and then other times you don't. We went to this estate sale I found this morning, and this estate sale in particular, the lady is sort of hit or miss. Sometimes she prices things and you think, wow, what a good deal. And other times you're like, oh my gosh, this is like 1980s pricing. Well, they had some lovely baccarat. They had a beautiful display of Lalique, all $195 a piece. There was no way I could pick any of it up for sale. It was just gorgeous to see, but even on half off day, it's like, wow. So I left all of that behind, but I did pick up some other things that I think somehow are still in my mom's car. But so that was the first sale. But then we went to a couple of other antique malls down in Palatka, and we found some wonderful things. So I want to share those with you now, and then stay tuned because next week I'll bring the estate sale haul that I picked up this morning. But I'm going to show this, and Angela, see what you think. I'm most probably excited about this piece. So if you remember on the World's Longest Yard Sale, I picked up a horse bridle rosette, and I found another one today in Palatka, no less. I just, you think of Palatka, small little town. That's where I went to school. My best friend still lives there, and I've got to clean it up.
Did you visit Chastity today?
No, I didn't see Chastity today. I'll have to text her and tell her I was in her neck of the woods. But I did go to some wonderful antique malls, and the folks that own Elsie Bells, I tell you, they are just the nicest people. But I found another horse bridle rosette. Now, I have to clean these because one of the things I bought had oil in it, and it spilled all over the back. So I might be a little oily. But this is a really beautiful red horse bridle rosette that's been turned into a brooch. And Ariana convinced me to get the one that I sold that I had from the yard sale. And I've now picked up this beautiful one. Now, I must admit, this one might stay with me, at least for a little while. I thought about selling it, but it is red. And, well, red's my favorite color. And I think these are the coolest things. These would have gone on the sides of horses on the bridle. They were the little rosette. And I just think they're amazing. So this is pretty cool. So I did pick that up. Now, my mom has gotten into brooches through me, and I always tell Mom how amazing she is because she's bringing back the brooch one newscast at a time. For all of you that don't know, my mom does the local news here, and she's always got on a brooch now. And so we found some brooches for her today, and I thought this was really pretty and would match some of her dresses. So she picked that out. And a little fun dangly grape moment, which we love grape leaves. So these are going to my mom, but I thought I would show those because they were in my bag.
Well, Donna said she literally got the same rosette.
Did you, Ladonna? How cool. That's amazing. She, let's see. Oh yeah, showing them. So my brother's girlfriend shows horses. And does competitions and things. And she has a beautiful horse named Benny. So we love horses here. Now, these other items I got will be eventually for sale. This is a clover compound container. Now, I love my advertising, and this is a beautiful container. My camera is just not focusing, but it's got some great graphics. If I'm holding anything sort of strangely, it's because the oil can leak.
It's in focus.
It didn't focus, or it did focus?
No, you were in focus.
Okay. So this is just gorgeous. I love this piece, and every time I find these, I pick them up. They are grinding compounds, and I think the graphics on these are gorgeous. This one was in really good condition with just a little bit of wear on the sides, but the main graphic with the clover was incredible. So I picked that up. Then I got two of these wonderful wholesale jeweler and supplies watchmakers tens, and they're made by the same company, Ewing Brothers. Now, it's funny because I collect these and I don't have these, but I am going to bring these to a sale. I just think they're really cool. So, watch parts would have been in there, faces, gears, all manner of things for watches, and I think they're very cool. I also picked up this penetrating oil from St. Louis, and I thought the black and yellow graphics were really cool on this. It's just a wonderful can, but this is the culprit of the leaking oil. So I will um, empty this before it sells because I've got oil all over my hands. I did not expect it to leak. It had the cap on it and everything. But, that's what happens when you love rusty, crusty industrial things. You get used to having things on your hands. Now, this I will be keeping, at least for now. This
So
is the
cool.
famous Hippo oil additives. What do you think of this, Angela?
I think that's awesome. I bet you love it because it seemed, I know you like the oil and the gas can type things, and that's a really cool piece.
I thought it was really cool. Now, what really grabbed my attention is it's a local piece. So it mentions Jacksonville, Florida here on the bottom, which I thought was very cool. I love the little cars, and they do reproduce these. You'll find the oil containers, particularly when you see like Texaco and Polygas and Sinclair oil. All of those are sort of reproduced a lot now. But this, I think, is truly old because I don't believe that any company would go to the trouble of putting a local Jacksonville, Florida, specifically Jacksonville, on a reproduced can. Also, it smells like oil, and you can just tell. I mean, the gasket's older. Everything about this is older. Now, I bought this from Deputy's Attic in Palaca, and there's a fun story with this.
Hey,
So the
Delbert.
guy, hi Delbert, the guy that owns Deputy's Attic is Sam Deputy, and he owned a print shop before his shop turned into an antique store. So they are now an antique store. They used to be a print shop way back when, and they just really didn't have the market for it as things were changing, and there's not very many old print shops left. But when I was in college in Palaca, I met Sam because I was going around trying to find out information on the Coca-Cola building that was downtown. And he told me that as a kid, he used to go to the Coca-Cola building all the time on the way home from school. And they had a little ledge for the kids to stand and watch the Cokes being bottled. So I remember him. And all these years later, it was fun going back and seeing the print shop, which is now an antique store, and buying something from his shop. And I just think that's wonderful. So that is very exciting. And he has lots of print maker stuff still left in a warehouse somewhere that I might get to shop. So that would be very cool. The other thing that I picked up is little Dorothy pins. And I thought these were so cute. So it's a little advertising box for the finest gauge pins, the Midwest Specialty Company. And I thought it would be so fun to turn this into a little mystery box. I'm always looking for little mystery box containers and so forth. So this will definitely be coming to a sale. But it's a great little piece of advertising. It's got wonderful colors on it, and the box is in just pristine condition. I mean, it's lovely. So I thought that was a fun little find. And now these I will be keeping for my flat lays, at least for now. I have an affinity for these little rulers, and they're so fun in a flat lay. So I got these wood rulers, and they're neat because they're wood and they're brass, and they expand and they kind of fold up. And I've never seen one with the little indentations here when they're folded together. So I think that's very cool. Now, these rulers you can date, and there's a couple of people on Instagram I follow that do the rulers specifically, and they're very knowledgeable. So I will pass those along. But Old Tape 61, sort of the mayor of Tool Instagram, Barry, he's a great account to follow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he is. So he's got some great things. But I picked up these little Stanley rulers, and they're so amazing in flat lays because you can do so much with them. So they're fun. So I did grab these today, and whenever I find these, I pick them up. I think they're wonderful. And then the last couple of things that I got, this.
Molly said, "Are the indents for a pencil?"
Oh, they might be. Holly, that's a great idea. They may be for a pencil. Hey, Heather. Now, this will be coming to a sale soon, and it is a tobacco mold for the company Deja Work. And it's amazing to me how many different brands of tobacco there were back in the day, but these would have been in big presses. And you would have had one, I believe, on the top and one on the bottom. And the press would have pressed this mold down into the tobacco, and the company name, Deja Work, could be on this, and you see it sectioned out into little cubes. So what this would have been is you'd have the whole sheet of tobacco, the whole big square of it, and then it would go to a tobacconist, or can you believe it, a pharmacy where they would sell tobacco, and the person would cut you out. I know, right? Would cut you out some cut plug. So these were little cut plug squares that you could get at your tobacconist or pharmacy with the logo, but that's a tobacco mold. So I thought that was very cool and will be coming to an industrial sale. I also picked up this incredibly cool tire ashtray. I do have a collection of these, and this one has the pink depression glass on the inside of it, which is really cool. So I picked this up, and I love that this one in particular has little diamonds here and here, and it says Swan, which is one that I do not have. And the other cool thing is it says puncture proof. So I loved this. I thought it was great. You do see these around, but the Swan one I hadn't seen. I usually see Goodyear. And depending on what, advertising is on these, what kind of glass insert this ashtray has, they can be quite valuable. Of course, some of them, may not go for as much as others, but it's always good to look these guys up. And I really like that. Okay.
So it's puncture proof. So is it safe from Louis?
That's a good question. I don't know. Louis would eat anything. And the last thing I got was just $1, and I had to rescue him, y'all. He had to come home for my aluminum tree. What in the world was that? That's such a weird sound. He's got some issues to his paint, but I love him, and he will be headed to my aluminum tree. He was just $1. So you can't beat the little shiny bright for $1. He had to be rescued. But that is my little haul from today. So stay tuned. I will be having an industrial sale with Vinny on the 9th. And some of these will be coming to that sale. I also have a sale with Mid-Century Wasted, Jamie, which will be this Monday. And check Instagram for the time on that. But that's kind of what I've got coming up. And I'm looking forward tomorrow to see Angela's sale with Pam, which will be very, very exciting. All right. Well, Angela, I'm going to have you chat with the peeps for a minute because I've got oil all over my hands, and I feel like I should go rinse my hands off before I get oil.
You think it's necessary?
Yeah, I do. I have oil, lots of oil. We had an oil leakage with the can.
Kitty, you got to show your tobacco tags again sometime.
I do. I should be putting those in flat lays.
Because maybe you could do something about the piece you just showed for the stamping, and then with the tobacco tags, and kind of do not like deep dive, but kind of do a little, maybe a short on them or something. That'd be cool because you got a lot of tobacco tags.
They'd be really cool magnetized to this. That would be amazing. Maybe when I sell this, I will sell some of my tobacco tags.
Hey, KP.
Hi, KP. All right, I'm going to make you big screen, Angela, and let you entertain while I go take a minute and rinse my hands off.
So I built a bookshelf this week, so I was able to move some of the books from back here and in here in my little center here. So I was able to move some of my vintage stuff here. So there's a deer and there's like an owl back there. So trying to move some of these books out. But what is a bolo that you guys are hoping maybe to get for Christmas this year? Be on the lookout, like a unicorn piece. What are you guys like hoping to get or hoping to find? You know, because maybe your family doesn't always get the vintage or know what you want, but what thing are you hoping to get? Hey, Adam. Well, I ordered it, but I put it together myself. It took a lot longer than I was expecting, and then I put the first 3 pieces together, and then I was like, oh shoot, this is the wrong, like I needed to flip one of the sides, and then when I was doing like the kickboard part of the bottom, I realized that was on wrong, so then I had to unscrew the sides so I could flip that part and then reattach it. But putting on the back panel, I feel like was the hardest because you're trying to make sure you can get it wide enough on both sides and nail it in, which of course I hit the edge, and so it's not perfect, but it's like you can't see, it's way in the back on the inside, so but at least that way we can get my family's books, my books, like get some of this stuff. I'm trying to read them and then donate what I don't want to keep so I can get them out of here. Because on the other side of this, I got a whole book, like a skinny bookcase thing, full of books. So
Books are so wonderful, but just like Angela, I have so many research books in my office, and I'm currently redoing my whole office, so everything in here looks like an absolute disaster.
yeah,
But
same for the
I'm
whole
going to get it
house.
all together.
Okay, Brenda said she's looking for. I said, you know, what's your bolo for this Christmas season? Okay, I missed some, I guess. And Brenda said she's on the hunt for a rubber-faced Santa.
Ooh, good one.
In my flea market treasures, I missed that one. She said, I'd love to get a swung vase. Helen says an iPhone. Girl, you can have mine if you want to pay the balance because I want to go back to Android.
Are you not loving your iPhone at all, Angela?
No. Well, I like
right.
the photos, but not their proprietary BS.
So,
Thank you,
all right,
Christy.
in the chat, are you iPhone or Android people? Let us know in the chat.
This is my new necklace from Margot, Vintage Peep Show, a go-go. And I got a steel brooch from her. I still need to post that picture, but I polished it this morning. And I tried to polish the back of these because they were pretty, like, patinaed. So I try to clean them up a bit and clean around, but it's kind of hard to clean the kind of like side parts that are flat, but I try to clean it up a little. There's like abalone, and then I don't know what the middle is. I forget. And then like a quartz or type moonstone. But thank you. I love it. It's, she said Indian silver, I think. It's marked 925 on the back of one of these white pieces. But
that's
I like
gorgeous,
it.
Angela.
Thank you.
I love it. All right, so let's see what we've got in the chat here. So we have so far iPhone, iPhone, iPhone. So 3 iPhones, 2 Androids, an iPhone and Android, Android, iPhone, Android. I don't know. Is it? I think we might have more Android people in the chat.
Hey, Maria.
Hi, Tony. Welcome.
I see a lot of Android. Oh, okay. Here's more iPhone.
I'm glad you're enjoying the live, Tony. We're so glad.
I like iPhone better if they would let you upload your videos straight to YouTube, but
yeah,
they don't let you do that.
But see, if you have a MacBook and then you have an iPhone, you can basically do that Apple Share, and then it's
another
amazing
thing you have to have an
Apple
product on
my phone. just goes onto my computer. It's brilliant.
I don't have no MacBook. They're too expensive, Katie.
Well, I've had a MacBook for a long time, and they're really good for editing, but they are expensive. You're not wrong about that. All right. Well, shall we get to some Christmas trivia, Angela?
KP said her bolo is world peas.
What did she say? I missed it.
It says my bolo is world peas. I was like, what? Heather said my bolo for Christmas is another small curio cabinet.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like this size. Because I saw Sabrina selling one earlier. Hey, Natalie.
Yeah, I think all of us could attest to using more space, in our homes. I'm always thinking, man, what could I add to display more things? Let's see. I dream of a green Christmas, first snow today. I actually wish that we had colder weather, because I went out today thinking that it was going to be like yesterday when it was in the 30s. And I had this on and a vest, and I walked outside. It was 80 degrees here in Florida, and I was dying. I was like, I got to strip off some layers or I'm going to be too hot.
Christy says her bolo is a whole lot of frozen Charlottes. No, Christy, they're evil. They need to be just hidden away.
So the lady at Elsie Bell's today, she had someone, while I was talking to her, she had someone message her about dolls, and she goes, I don't do the dolls. She goes, people love them, but I think they're creepy. Yeah, they're creepy. I agree.
Yeah,
of course,
like Annalise.
Yeah. See, and I love getting excited about the vintage that other people are excited about, because I know that, things are collectible and popular and people like what they love, and that's amazing. But, just like Rusty Krusty isn't for everybody, it's for me though, but I look at the dolls and I think if that were in my bedroom at night, I would not sleep. It would just freak me out. And other people look at the dolls,
turn them away from you.
Like, oh, they're so cute and they're adorable. And I'm like, nope, not for me. Yeah, I turn it right around. Led Zeppelin Christmas album, says Gavin, and physical graffiti and Led Zeppelin 2. So Blake found a Led Zeppelin 2 album, Gavin, and if you go back and watch my Vegas video, you'll see why that was so special.
Wait, pause. There's a Led Zeppelin Christmas album?
No, he said a Led Zeppelin 2, Christmas or otherwise. I didn't mean to say Led Zeppelin Christmas.
Oh, sorry. Like at Christmas or for whenever. Because I was like, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I was like, I want to see some of these, or hear some of them. That would be funny.
So my Holy Grail Christmas album, speaking of Christmas album, is a Burl Ives Holly Jolly Christmas. That is an incredibly hard record to find, and it is very expensive, and we need a reissue of it, but they don't have a reissue of it. So yeah.
Holly's a QP lover.
QPs. Well, we've got other QP lovers in the chat. That's for sure. They're very popular.
Oh, I told her I like peas. She doesn't like peas. And she likes QPs and I don't. So no, we evened our dislikes out, Holly.
Yeah, that's on my list. So I have a Sirius XM subscription, and I listen to all of the classic Christmas music all the time throughout the season. And I take pictures, like screen grabs of the songs that come on, because sometimes I'm like, man, I need to get this album. So I'm always like screen grabbing things while I'm driving, so that I can remember when I get home. And I'm not writing anything down, of course, in the car, that I can look it up and try to see if I can get that album. And some of these vintage Christmas albums are expensive and they're hard. So, what's your favorite Christmas song, Angela?
Whatever's in Home Alone.
Now, do you like
No,
Home
I
Alone
like
1?
Brenda Lee is the one who sings "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree," right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I know you're not a fan, but I do like Michael Bublé Christmas.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Hot take, guys. I don't care for that.
But he has his version of a Santa baby, and I like that version. I think it's clever, and yeah, that's like, I mean, I don't like the super slow, like sad sounding ones, but more like the Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, like the fun, or like what song? It's like in Love Actually, where it's like everyone's singing like "Here It Is, Merry Christmas,
Yes.
everybody's doing fine," or something like that. I like that one too.
Yeah, my favorite. So I kind of have to break it up. So my favorite true vintage, I would call it a Christmas carol, would be Silver Bells. That has always been one of my favorite songs, particularly because my dad, growing up, would tell me stories of how he would drive with his family into Illinois to Heron, where both my great grandparents lived. And he would sit in the back seat and watch the snow fall, and they'd go over the hills, and Silver Bells would be playing. So that just has sort of a sentimental reason why I like it, because I can still hear Dad ever since I was little telling me this story. But I also just love the whole story behind Silver Bells, about it being about the Salvation Army bell ringers on the corner of New York City, and that's sort of how the song came to be. And when I was growing up with my mom, we would always stop and donate to the bell ringers. That was something that we always did at Christmas time outside of Publix, or we would volunteer and help. So that song is so special to me, and I love when it comes on, and the lyrics to me are so good. But if you're talking about more, I would say somewhat modern Christmas music, not super modern. Again, I guess this would still be vintage, because I think this album came out in 1980, I think. But Alabama's Tennessee Christmas is one of my all-time other favorite Christmas songs. I just love.
Letter artist said Bing Crosby, "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas." Yes, I do.
That
like
is definitely a classic.
And Holly said, "I want a hippopotamus for Christmas," and now I'm just gonna have that song in my head.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt, I love.
Which I just said, like, I didn't know she had Christmas music.
And then Gavin says, "I'm partial to Do You See What I See." That is a very good song as well. So put your favorite Christmas albums. Hey Val, in the chat. I see Val. Santa Baby by, let's see.
Hey, Val. Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. Yeah, I love that came on the radio earlier today, Heather. I love that version. In fact, I think I took a picture of it so I could look up the album. Feliz Navidad. That's a good song.
Who said that?
Helen.
Oh, Katie loves Feliz Navidad. Or what about Melikilikimaka?
I love that because it's in Christmas Vacation, which is my all-time favorite Christmas movie to ever exist. So yes, I love that song. So is your favorite Christmas movie Die Hard?
That's like top 3. And I want to see I do love Actually, but I guess that goes through more than Christmas, but still a Christmassy movie.
It is. I love Love Actually. Such a good movie.
And Halloween. Home Alone 2. or both Home Alones, but I think 2 is just hilarious too.
I
It's like
think 2 is
chucking
better
bricks
than
at
1.
him. Yeah, he's chucking bricks at him off the top of the building, and just like him screaming, and oh gosh, it's hilarious.
Run, Rudolph, Run is a fun one, Lisa. I like that too. Let's see. You picked up a reissue of Phil Spector's Christmas with Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald. You know what? I just got an Ella Fitzgerald Christmas album. It's sitting right out there. I just got the reissue of it on green vinyl, and I am so thrilled to listen to it.
Those are fighting words, Marie. Fighting words.
I know, Marie. Not everybody likes or considers.
I don't know how people don't consider it a Christmas movie. It's at Christmas. They're at a Christmas party.
Yep.
It's a Christmas adventure movie. It's a Christmas thriller, okay?
Yeah, I think that my favorite Christmas movie ever is Christmas Vacation, but I do love Miracle on 34th Street. I love Love Actually. You don't like the Miracle on 34th Street?
I probably have seen it once. The same with the one where the guy, oh God, what's the one everyone always watches?
Christmas Story?
No.
Elf?
Something with life.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life?
There you go.
That's a good one.
Like once. No, and I'm not really into Elf either. Not a Will Ferrell fan.
Oh, Elf is I love Christmas with the Cranks. That's a good movie too. So in the modern Christmas movies that are out now that aren't really I love the Santa Claus. That is such a good movie. I love I talked about it in my video recently. The Christmas Project. If you have not seen that, that is the most incredible movie to sit and watch with your family this Christmas. It's set in the 1980s, and it is so funny, and it is just clever and heartwarming, and the stories, everything about that movie is like the perfect holiday Christmas movie. And I hear they have a sequel out, so I've got to watch the sequel. So I love that. And yes, Angela, you're gonna laugh at me. I do love a Hallmark Christmas movie. I'm so sorry.
No.
But I do.
I'm disappointed.
And my favorite Hallmark Christmas movie, but this was came out in the early 2000s, was All I Want for Christmas. And it is such a cute movie. It's about a little boy whose dad dies when he's really young, and his mom's single, and she runs a homeless shelter, and all he wants for Christmas is for his mom to find a husband. And so, this big toy company is having a toy contest about all you want for Christmas, and they're going to gift one kid a toy. And out of all the thousands and thousands of kids that entered this contest, he enters his mom to find a husband. And of course, his mom doesn't know. And it's just such a cute little movie. It makes me happy.
Is Holiday Inn a Hallmark movie, Adam?
No.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Holiday Inn's a vintage one from, I think it came out in the 40s. Correct me, folks, if I'm wrong. Yeah, some of them are sappy. I mean, the thing with the Hallmark movies is they all pretty much have the same plot. They just change the character names around, and it's a different town with a different snowstorm that's coming in to cause trouble to the town. But what I like about it is it's just kind of feel good. It's mindless. I can have it on while I'm packing orders or decorating the tree or just doing other things during Christmas, and it's just going to make you feel good. Sometimes I think we all just need a bit of happy.
Said The Holiday, and yeah, I love that movie too.
Oh, that is such a good movie.
I've seen it a bunch of times, and I always remember the little things from the movie, like meet cute and like the Santa Ana ones.
Yes, yeah. If you fall asleep, that's right. You don't have to worry, Brenda, because if you fall asleep, you'll know the ending. Yeah, you can fall asleep in one Hallmark movie and wake into another and not realize it. It's so true. Well, Angela, are we ready for some Christmas trivia?
Let's play.
Okay, guys, so we got a mix of trivia here. We've got some fun holly jolly caroling. So I'm going to ask you guys to kind of virtually carol along with us where we complete the lyric. And then I've got some other fun Christmas trivia. And since we were just talking about Brenda Lee, first up, how old was Brenda Lee when she recorded Rocking Around the Christmas Tree?
22.
All right, let's see. Oh, I already see someone's got it in the chat.
Is it
Hi,
Gavin?
Kelly.
That's
Welcome.
insane. Hey, sis.
Okay, so we've got a vote for Gavin said 13. Christy said 16. Irish said 24.
13.
Bree said 12. Adam said 15. Helen said 13. And Mary said 15. Maria is going 18. So what do you think it is, Angela?
I said 22, but seeing these 13, 12, Helen said 12, 13, 14. But that's insane. She was that young, because that just seems like that's what it's going to be, since Gavin was like right off the bat and he's Mr. like knowledge with the vinyl and things.
Yep, she was 13 years old when she recorded that song. She had a very adult voice, and she was just little. You can look up videos on her and watch her singing that song at 13 years old. Is that not wild?
Well,
Hey,
Dana.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? 13 years old. Imagine that. Wow. Just wow. Okay, so what is the most popular Christmas song according to the Billboard 100 Christmas charts right now in 2023?
That Mariah Carey song. All I want for Christmas is you.
Angela got
I feel like
it right
it's
off
just
the
every
bat.
year.
Yeah, every year. And I read, I Googled it because I wanted to see, and it came up returning again as the number one on the Hot 100. I'm like, really? This song again?
Dude,
I mean, I don't
whatever
hate it.
she
It's a good
makes
song.
on like, what do you call that? Like subsidiaries, or she just every year it hits number one again, and then they put it in commercials and everything. Like, she could just live off of those. Like,
oh yeah, the royalties from that song.
There you go. That's the word.
She's set for life. So I tried to Google, and maybe I wasn't looking up the right thing, but I was very curious to see, Helen, to your comment, what vintage song was popular. But of course, All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey was all over the internet. So I'd love to know, like, as far as, traditional classic Christmas songs, what is currently popular. But yes, that is it. Okay, so here we go. We're moving into complete the lyric. This is where we're going to virtually carol together, folks. Okay.
Mariah's scary. That's what Helen said.
Can you complete the lyric? I'm going to read the first part and then you have to type in the rest. Here we go. Oh, by gosh, by jingle. I made this a little slightly harder on some of them just for fun to see if people could get it. But I like this song a lot.
I know this song.
I won't sing it because I do a terrible job. Does anybody know? Oh, by gosh, by jingle. That's my best singing of it.
See, I was trying to think of the next line, but it's the name of the song. Yeah.
Okay,
it's time for blah, blah, blah. Yes, there you go. It's time for mistletoe and Halloween.
So you got the right song, Lisa. You got the right song. But the rest of the lyrics are, it's time for carols and Kringle. But you're right. It is Time for Mistletoe and Holly by Frank
Yeah,
Sinatra.
because I think that line he says like, "Oh by gosh, by golly,
Mm-hmm.
mistletoe and holly."
Oh, by gosh, by jingle, it's time for carols and Kris Kringle. So I made that one a little hard, but you guys did great. Dana says, I knew it was time for something. Right.
I know, because you can like sing it when it's on, just like automatically, you know. But if you're sitting there trying to think, and you think of all the other Christmas songs, you're just like, wait, what is the line?
It's hard because sometimes you just mindlessly know the words, but when you're trying to think of it, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Christmas Time is Here is a song by the Vince Guaraldi Trio featured in what animated Christmas movie?
Well, I'm just gonna let the chat answer.
Yes, I'm sure the chat knows this one. I tried to do a mix of a little harder and a lot of easy.
There you go.
Yes, Holly, you got it. Brenda got it. A Charlie Brown Christmas. That's the one. Yep,
So
Peanuts.
Charlie Brown?
Peanuts Mess is also a totally acceptable answer.
Hey, Wita.
I'm sorry, Wita. I read your name wrong. I will be so excited to get these new glasses.
Yeah, when do those come?
So in the next week, I should have them. I got my eyes checked, and I'm all set for new glasses now, which should make everything 10 times
I'm
sharper.
excited for you, Katie.
That should be very fun. Okay, so now this is a little bit of a challenging one because I have to set this question up a little bit. In Victorian times, Victorian and medieval, most fruit was considered another name. So usually they would consider all fruit a plum. But the question is, what is in figgy pudding and where does it originate from? That's the question that I have for you.
Who knows this stuff, Katie?
And I say that because you guys might have several different answers and they may all be correct.
Oh, Brenda, that's cute.
I made figgy pudding one year for a Christmas party I had, and it turned out lovely, and everybody enjoyed it. And I must say that if you are looking for something fun to do this year, go out, research the ingredients, and make yourself some figgy pudding. It's actually pretty easy, and it's very delicious.
Katie, for this Christmas, you should cook an old-timey recipe and see how it goes.
I should do that.
Find something, I mean, that maybe it was like a traditional back in the antique days, but, you know, that we don't really have anymore. That'd be fun.
I should do that. Brenda says her grandson has been singing I'm a Little Snowman to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot.
I'm a little snowman.
That's hilarious. Yes. So dates, 100%. And UK, yep.
I was going to say
England.
UK, that's all about I know.
Yep. Figs. And
there you
England.
go, Gavin.
You got
to
it.
Make a mincemeat pie.
Raisins, alcohol, everybody knows. Yeah, it is sort of like a fruit cake. It's not 100%, pudding, but it comes from medieval England and it's made with flour, figs, depending on the recipe, dried fruit, raisins, currants, brandy. So those are some of the ingredients. Of course, there's different recipes. So that's why I say, some of you guys might be right. Now, this is interesting about figgy pudding. Here's your little history fact when you're thinking about figgy pudding this Christmas. Figgy pudding originated to the medieval times, and particularly to keep carolers warm, they wanted a piece of figgy pudding or a bit of figgy pudding when they would come to the door to carol. Well, one medieval Christmas, the carolers went to a very famous person's house, big wealthy person in medieval times, and they started demanding figgy pudding and they weren't getting any. So they started screaming, "We won't go until we got some." So that relates to the song that we all love and sing. So that is how the demand for figgy pudding in that song came about, was from some angry carolers that just wanted figgy pudding.
So
That
they
is a
just
true
wanted the
story.
brandy part of it to keep them warm.
Probably. Yes.
Like, just give us the alcohol.
So you bake it in the oven and it's delicious. Okay, so speaking of figgy pudding and that song, what song actually mentions figgy pudding? Very bossy carolers.
Oh gosh, and sing like the song that we won't go until we get some. There you go.
Yep. We wish you a Merry Christmas is the song. That's right, Adam. Brenda got it too. Irish Girl got it. Yep. That is it. Yeah, and it might, like I said, there's different versions. Mincemeat might have been in it at one time. Gavin got it as well. Yes, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, so that is the song that mentions figgy pudding. And when you're singing about figgy pudding this Christmas, now you will know the origins of figgy pudding and some angry carolers. Okay, so now it is time to complete the lyric. Here we are, see if everybody can get this. And I have an interesting fact about this song too. So let's see, Angela. Come on, it's lovely weather. What's the rest of the song?
For a sleigh ride together with you.
Angela got it. We'll see if the chat gets it. Now, this was written by Leroy Anderson. And the interesting thing about this song that I did not know was he wrote this in 1947 and he began writing it during a heat wave in the summer when he was trying to cool off and he wanted to think about cooler weather. So there you go. This song was written in a heat wave.
Does that work? Because I'll be playing some Christmas music all summer long.
That's what you should do.
Is it cool yet? Is it cool yet?
Dana got it. Yep, for a sleigh ride together with you. Maria got it. Brenda got it. Okay, we'll make sure there's time to type in the answers. We'll give everybody a chance. Yes, with the lag, there's definitely some challenges with that. Okay. Okay, so Christmas roasting on an open fire is not particularly the name of this song. You often see that name in parentheses, but there's an official title of this song. What is the official title of the song that has Christmas roasting on an open fire in parentheses? We'll see how many people actually get this because, yep, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
When it's Carol, when a virtual YouTube Carol around.
Yeah, we're virtually caroling by completing the lyric.
They sing the Christmas song.
That is right, the Christmas song. Good job, guys. Fantastic. You got it. That's it. That's the one.
Well, they need to rename that.
So, speaking of the Christmas song, can you complete the lyric? Jack Frost nipping at your nose. And what is the rest? I do. I think Nat King Cole does the best version of this song. I agree, Holly. And I would love to find it on vinyl. So Jack Frost nipping at your nose. And then what is the end of that lyric? Have you? Oh, chestnuts are so delicious when they are cooked. They're all over England and they're just wonderful. Okay, people have got it. Yep, Yuletide carols being sung by a fire.
Oh, I
And
was
yet,
a choir.
Holly, you're one lyric ahead. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow. Yep,
You
something being
nutty.
sung by the fire. Autocorrect is always evil, but we know what you mean. Good job, guys. Fantastic. All
But like
right.
Brenda, I'm sure she didn't. It was like Yuletide across being sung by a choir. Like, I'm guessing that's not what she put.
No, probably not. We could do like a whole auto-correcting Christmas lyrics thing. That would be
Yeah, we just
funny.
make up our own songs.
Okay, so here we are. We have completed the carol. We have virtually caroled, and now we are going to quote Christmas movies. So I want you guys to name the movie. See if you can guess the movie based on these famous quotes. Okay, here we are. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. We'll see how many people actually get this
I say
one.
this to my coworkers all the time because she's always like, Angela, don't sing. I'm like, no, because then I kind of play off of that line. And I'm like, Dad said sing loud for all to hear.
Yep, you have to sing. I always say I can't sing, but I sing regardless because singing is fun. Oh, we got it. Holly got Elf. Gavin got Elf. Maria got Elf. Christy got
Yeah.
Elf. Elf is the answer. Good job, guys. Okay, here's one for everybody in the chat. I believe it's silly, but I believe. What movie is that from?
No idea.
I sing around the house and all the cats run.
Who said that?
Tiger said that. Oh, Mary, you must see Elf. It is such a wonderful little movie. Dad took us to see it when it was in theaters when I was little. And there's a scene with Elf on the elevator that's just hilarious. And my
Oh,
brother,
that's
Dad
something you.
says, was laughing so hard that he was thrashing in his seat.
That's something you can make, Katie. You can make his little pasta dish.
I want to make that so badly. And I've
No.
talked to my friends about that. Yeah, because so we made spaghetti tacos one year from the show iCarly, and we started making things from TV shows, and we want to try the Elf pasta.
I don't sing it. She just doesn't let me. No one sing ever. She's like, no. And then they're like, be quiet, Angela's fine. And I was like, so now I just do it on purpose to annoy her.
Angela,
Like,
you can probably
you
sing
just
better
sing
than
loud
me.
and clear for all to hear.
That's right. Miracle on 34th Street. That is it. That is fantastic. Yep. I sing every day and it makes me feel good. It does. It's just good. It boosts the spirits. Okay. Here's the next quote. You can mess with a lot of things, but you can't mess with a kid on Christmas. What movie is that from?
Oh my gosh, I need to watch that.
Yeah, I sing all the time in the car and just belt it out. And I always think people at stoplights must think I'm the most insane human.
Yeah, luckily I don't have that many stoplights on the way to work. It's like, oh, you're driving through trees, so you can just sing as loud as you want.
Yeah, I love her brother. I love her brother. That whole show was so good. And Brie, I don't know if you know, but they've remade iCarly now. So they have like a continuation of the show. It's on Paramount Plus, and it's Carly all growing up and her brother's all, much older.
I've never
All the
watched that
characters
show.
are back. And they have done an amazing job bringing
Christy,
it from a kind of a kiddie, not totally kid show, but they've kept a lot of the characters and everything just the same, but they've brought it up to be sort of more adult. So for all of us that watched it when we were younger, we're getting that nostalgic feeling, but with more adult things in it, and it's brilliant. I mean, they really did a good job. I would
Pause.
recommend.
Helen says she hasn't seen Home Alone.
What? Helen?
Helen.
How? Watch Home Alone.
That's your homework this weekend.
Yeah.
You have to watch Home Alone or Home Alone 2. So funny.
No, not A Christmas Story, Christy, but good try. Home Alone is it. That is, and this particular quote came from the second Home Alone movie. Yep, very good, gang. You got it. Wow, that's amazing, LaDonna, that your husband can sing like George Strait. That's very cool.
I'm going to watch that this weekend sometimes, squeeze it in there.
Yes, you need to, Angela.
So funny.
Okay. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? That's your next movie quote. I loved this movie growing up. And I still think of Grandpa because he would cut out the comic strips related to this movie. That'll give you a little hint there, and mail them to me when I was in college and send me his favorite ones. And I always have such a happy memory of the gang.
Dana, how dare you?
Let's see. Holly got it. Yep, it is. It's Charlie Brown. Good job, everybody. Yep, Peanuts it is. You ever seen the Charlie Brown Christmas, Angela?
That's a no. I don't watch the Charlie Brown things.
Why? They're so great.
I'm trying to think. I must have seen it. Like as a kid, probably, because my mom loved all those movies, but I can't remember.
You have to watch. Oh, it's so. I love Snoopy and Woodstock. Yes, Linus's speech is great. That's okay, Dana. It's all about having fun. Okay, here's our next movie quote. Nobody's walking out on a fun, old-fashioned family Christmas.
It's Christmas vacation. No, I'm not into that.
What's
it called? Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown. You gotta watch her. You know, it's in the score. The musical score is so good for that. I have the album, and I love. In fact, I have all of the Charlie Brown. I've got the Great Pumpkin. I have the whole series on DVD. It's great. Yes, Christmas Vacation. That is the movie. I'll give it this to you, Bree. You got it. Chevy Chase.
He's specific.
You got extra bonus points, Bree. Okay, here's your next movie quote. I realized that Christmas in the... Hang on a second. I can't read my own handwriting. I did a good job, didn't I, Angela? I realized that Christmas is the time to be with the people you love. What movie is that from?
I don't know. Is it?
I see some good guesses already in the chat, but I do see. What's your guess, Angela? What do you think? What movie do you think this is?
I don't know. It sounds like a thing.
It does sound
Life. Love Actually, though that's terrible if that's the answer.
Yep, it is. It's from Love Actually.
Crap. That means I need to watch it again.
Angela's favorite movie. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know. How bad.
It's okay.
Oh, come on and let it snow.
Okay, here we go. A toy is never truly happy until it is loved by a child. And we are going vintage for this.
Sounds like Toy Story.
It does sound like a Toy Story movie.
Dana, watch it.
Yeah, you have to watch Love Actually. It's very good. Oh, wow. Okay, people are getting this.
There's some of
Yes.
our Harry Potter people, all the British actors, all of them.
Yep. Rudolph. That is right. Rudolph. That is the
Who's
one.
in Love Actually? There's Hugh Grant, Alan Rickman, Emma Thompson,
A ton of
Martin
people.
Freeman, Laura Linney, Colin Firth.
I love Colin Firth and Hugh Grant. Yeah, Liam Neeson's in it.
Yes. Oh, and like Claudia Schiffer or something. Like randomly the lady.
Yeah, a ton of people.
Oh, the guy from Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln.
Lisa Artist, Lisa. Wow, I read your name and tried to say your name at the same time. Yeah, Toys of Misfit Island is actually a very good guess, but it is in fact Rudolph. But good job.
Isn't the
All right,
island of Misfit Toys?
Here's the last one of the movie quote. So here we are. You'll shoot your eye out. What movie is that from?
It's a movie where the kid gets his tongue stuck to a pole.
Yes.
And he kicks him down the slide after seeing Santa.
I just love that movie because I love when the mom dresses the kid up in all the winter clothes.
I can't put my arms down. We still say that in our house. Like if we're wearing something that's like super puffy, you're like, ah.
That's right.
Christmas
A Christmas
Story.
Story. That's the movie. You guys got it. Fantastic. Yeah, that is a really good movie. I always have to have Chinese Christmas Eve because of that movie. Okay, so we've got another complete the lyric. We're going back to some virtual Christmas caroling. All right, Angela, you think you're up for the challenge?
We'll see.
Okay. Even the stoplights blink a bright red and green. And then fill in the blank. What is after that, folks? Can you complete the carol?
Merry Christmas. Something. I don't know.
I love this song so much. And I talked about it at the beginning of the show. It's so wonderful. Okay. Let's see if anybody gets it. Nobody knows.
Same, Helen.
All right. The answer is even the stoplights blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Silver bells. Oh, Mary Dugan got it. Yeah. Silver bells. As the shoppers rush home with their treasures. See the
stoplights, right?
See the snow something. See the kids crunch. This is Santa's big scene. And on every street corner, you'll hear silver bells. Yep, that's the song. All right, complete the carol. Here we go. We got another one, folks. That one was hard. This one should be hopefully easier. Strike the harp. And what's after that? I'm giving you just a short little bit. Strike the
harp. That's it.
Strike the harp. I will give you a hint. This is from the song Deck the Halls.
Something chorus. I don't know.
You're on the right track, Angela.
And join the chorus.
Yep, that's
Have
it.
you listened to those like rock versions, those cover albums of like Punk
Yes.
Goes Christmas or whatever? Some of those
I
are good.
love Punk Goes Christmas. And I just was listening to who's the band that sings the Black Parade? I can't think of.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance. I was just listening to their version, their punk rock version of.
Aren't you gonna see Bianca tomorrow?
Yes, I am. In fact, I have for Bianca. I bought this at an estate sale forever ago, and I'm so excited to give this to Bianca. So she's getting a My Chemical Romance
That's so cool.
pendant for her room. I found this at an estate sale, and I was like, I gotta have this for Bianca. So she's gonna get it. And join the chorus. La, 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 la. That's terrible. I can't. I'm just not in tune. That's all right. Okay, who famously performed Holly Jolly Christmas? It wasn't the person that wrote it, but who famously performed Holly Jolly Christmas? Yeah, do they know it's Christmas time? Yep. There's a lot of good pop punk of that.
Now I need to look those up later.
Yeah, I should have bought this. So for Record Store Day, they had a Punk Goes Christmas. They had a reissue of that, and I should have gotten it. Okay.
Oh, give me one too.
Burl Ives, yes. Burl Ives, that's the guy. And that's the record I want. And I hope to find it one day. But boy, it's several $100s, that record. Okay. So you have to fill in the blank, folks. And I'm going to let you fill in the blank on this question. I only want a blank. So only a blank will do. I don't want a doll or a dinky tinker toy. Only a blank will do. I don't want a doll or a dinky tinker toy. This was written by Gayla Peavy, in case you guys are wondering who the artist was.
This is Holly's song.
Yep.
Promise for Christmas.
Hippo.
Promise to do.
That's the one. You guys got it. Okay, now these are just, as we wrap up here, just some fun trivia for you. I don't expect anyone to actually know these, but they're just something to guess along and see how close you get. So how many strands of Christmas lights do you think are bought each year? Approximately how many strands of Christmas lights are bought each year? This shocked me completely.
I thought you were going to say like on the Rockefeller tree or something.
No, that is a good thing to look up, though.
Since some people buy like 10 boxes themselves, geez, or more. Probably
Holly, I love that you make your students
billions,
with you.
millions.
Okay, so we've got an answer for
10
1
million.
billion in the U.S., Irish girl. Okay, 1 billion, 80 million, 2 billion, 1 billion, 30 million. What do you say, Angela? What's your guess?
10 mil. Oh, wait, you said it was, in the U.S. Like 10 million. Probably more than that.
Are you ready? 150 million strands are purchased in the U.S. and over $6 billion is spent
every year.
Every year. Yep. Crazy, isn't it?
Strands of lights last longer.
I know. Well, I was putting out my strand on my porch yesterday, and I dropped the strand and about 5 bulbs snapped. So I've got to go get more bulbs now.
Okay, well, not to fix that situation, but you know the guy on Instagram, or maybe he's on TikTok too, the 40-year-old guy, or
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
40-year guy, where he's
Uh-huh.
like, I've been doing this for 40 years. Are you telling me I could have done it this way? Well, like, he showed this thing where he goes, you thought your lights were broken, and he threw his away, and he went and got it out of the trash, and on the very end part, there's like a little latch, and he opened the side, and it comes with a fuse, and he just changed the fuse and the little plug, and the lights worked. And I know they always come with those things, but whoever remembers that, or you rip them off and you probably lose them. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to try that sometime, like see if it works.
Yep, you can just buy
But
car fuses and pop them in your Christmas lights.
so let's reuse our lights and try to fix them first.
So my job when I
It's a
would hang
racket,
Christmas
right?
lights with my dad growing up was to change the fuses and check all the bulbs. My dad was exactly like Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation, except for all of his lights were neatly put away and not in some big ball, but we would strand them, get them all out, take the
It's how ours
strand,
are.
put them all out onto the yard, and Dad would be like, "All right, you're gonna go out there and check them, and then your brother is gonna help me like hang them on the house." So, yep,
How was your dad?
Dad's doing very well now. He's much better, which is good. Okay, yeah, I know. Well, Christmas lights. So, a fun thing about Christmas lights for all of you non-engineering people, which is probably
Hey,
most of the world, but
Karen.
the only reason I know this is because of my grandfather, who was an electrical engineer. So, Christmas lights are series circuits. So, if one goes out, they all go out, but our houses are wired on parallel circuits. And I can still see my grandpa drawing out. I was like 7 years old, and grandpa always had a pen and multiple glasses and all kinds of things. He had a pocket protector, typical engineer. And he'd get out little folded piece of paper from his pocket and he would draw out, okay, series circuits are like this, and then parallel circuits go like this, and parallel circuits have outlets. So if one outlet dies, the current can travel to other spaces, and it doesn't matter. It can bypass this outlet or this, so the current can still travel. But with Christmas lights, they're like a series circuit. They are a series circuit. So, the current only travels in one direction. So I can still see grandpa doing that. And that had an impact on me because obviously I'm, older and now I can tell you about Christmas lights. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Okay, so for our last trivia question of the evening, here it is. How many packages in the US are delivered every year for Christmas?
On time.
that would be a Christmas miracle.
No kidding. Yeah, everybody, you have to have your packages out by like the 16th. That's their like guaranteed date to get them by Christmas.
Yep. I wonder about Christmas cards. I need to get mine in the mail.
Yeah, I want to make mine, so I need to get on that.
Okay, so what's your guess,
That way they're not
Angela?
there by February.
How
How many
many?
packages are sent? Oh my gosh. Well, there's like 6 million people in Chicago. Like probably like billions. Let's say a billion.
All right, we got to vote for 2 million. Angela says a billion. Helen says 5 million. Karen says 14 million. Yeah, and how many get lost? That's the question. Adam says 850,000.
Oh my gosh, sure that tiger.
1 billion. 2.5 billion. Okay, so the answer is between 850 to 950 million packages are delivered every Christmas in the US.
Close.
Yes. So
Wow.
that's craziness.
That's insane.
But that is our trivia tonight, folks. That's what we've got for you. Now, next week, we are planning to do Pictionary, which will be very exciting if you want to come watch me do a terrible job at drawing things like hippopotamuses that look like a blob. You will have a great time. So I highly
Or
recommend
just the line, and then I can guess.
That's true. Angela and I have this telepathy. I kid you not. We are the best Pictionary players ever. I mean, we
And
will.
we'll just use black so that way Christy doesn't get upset
We won't use
with our
any
colors, so we're not cheating.
The colors do not matter. Angela and I are going to
We're gonna
mop
get
the
it.
floor with our opponent.
And I know Katie always goes like hysterical laughing, and she'll just draw like a line, and I'm like, I got it. People are like, are you freaking kidding me?
And I promise you guys that we do not have any, answers sent ahead of time. Angela
No,
and I
because
are
we're
just
literally
that good.
thinking up on the spot.
Yep. We are just that good. So you want to tune in for that next week. Yeah, we'll use only black markers, and you watch, Christy. Mark my words, we're still going to beat you.
And I'm like, where's my... I got to find my markers.
But that will be next week, and we're just going to continue the fun throughout Christmas. Now, please don't forget, folks, I have my big Christmas light collab. So if you have not seen that video, please go back and watch it. Anybody can join in, whether you've got a channel or you're just one of our chat friends here. We would love to have you join in, whether that's taking a couple of photos for Instagram, posting on your YouTube channel, a full-blown video, or just even a reel through TikTok or on Instagram. We just want to see pretty lights and bring a little holly jolly to this community. So Christmas Eve, I'll be hosting a mega watch party with all of our submissions from Instagram and YouTube and wherever people choose to post their light videos. And I'll have special guests, and we'll end the whole evening with a reading of The Night Before Christmas. And it is going to be so much fun. So you do not want to miss that Christmas Eve. And I will announce the time over on Instagram. But I'm hoping that many folks across our community can join in to really make this the best year yet of the collab. So I'm so excited about this. And that will be what we'll end our car hop with, is our wonderful collab.
Holly, it's at 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Yes, and
Thank
do
you.
not forget that Holly.
Everybody, thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already.
Please go subscribe to Angela. She is amazing. She has great things for sale, and she'll be having a sale with Pam tomorrow. So don't miss
Getting
that.
Close to 800, so I'd love to be at 800. Let's get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Let's go.
Yeah, get Angela to 1,000. Share with your mailman, your friends. Share with everybody. We need to help our friend Angela get.
I know Beth, Carolina Princess, is doing Vlogmas with shorts, like the shorts videos, not like in shorts.
Oh, that's.
I was like, well, I was like, maybe I can make one before midnight, and then there you go. Try to do one every day.
Yeah, see, I could do the Vlogmas shorts, but I could not do a Vlogmas video every day of December with my big.
I don't know project. How I mean, I definitely don't have time for that. So
no, I'm out probably from now until Christmas Eve, out every night filming a different neighborhood, refilming, going back out. There's just so many lights and things to do. So I'm going to be tied up with that. There is no way I could do Vlogmas, but I sure commend the people that are trying and doing great content. So there's lots of that to watch. Also, after Pam's sale tomorrow with Angela, I'll be having my regular jewelry sale with Nate right here on this channel. So you want to tune into that at 10 o'clock Eastern. Monday, I am having a sale with Jamie, Mid-Century Wasted. That will be in the afternoon. You guys can check that out on Instagram. And then the 9th, I'm having my industrial sale with Vinny. So I've got lots coming up for you guys as well, along with our car hops every Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Yay! Stay tuned.
Anything else, Angela, happening for you?
That's it. My sale with Pam. Because I'm working a lot next week, so I don't have anything planned, but we'll see if I can do some Vlogmas shorts.
All right. Well, fantastic. Definitely tune into Angela's channel. I will link it down below. Please go subscribe to her, and we will see you back here on the Car Hop next week at 10 o'clock Eastern with Pictionary, and then it's going to be a ball. Bye, friends.
Hi, guys. Thanks for
Merry Christmas.
coming.
Yes, Karen, my sale with Jamie is on YouTube, and it will be on her channel. All right, folks, that's going to do it tonight. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday season, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.